Hi planner people, I am back today with another video. This one is going to be one I've had on my mind for a while. I would like to show you a variety of covers for the Hobonichi Weeks. I kind of have a variety of like less expensive to more expensive. So if you are thinking about getting a Hobonichi for next year, or maybe if you have one this year and you're thinking about a new cover, maybe this will help you out. So what I'm going to use today to test the Hobonichi covers is I have my current Hobonichi Weeks, which is a mega and has, as you can see, gotten kind of plumped up a little bit from lots of stickers. I think I'm going to tone down the stickers next year, but it has a cover on cover on it, which I actually have trimmed a little bit of the edge off of this cover on cover. I didn't trim off enough to cut into the seam. I just really shaved it close so that I could use it in my Gilio. But I have this. I have a Hobonichi Weeks Mega without a cover on cover. So let's see how they compare. So you can see how my Weeks is kind of plumped up. Yikes. And then I have just a regular Hobonichi Weeks with no cover on cover, but it's the skinny one. And then I have a Printpressions faux Hobonichi Weeks, I guess you could call it. I am totally intrigued with this. For those of you who've never seen it before, let me just give you a close-up. It's kind of the same size as maybe the Mega, so it's pretty close. And they come in different colors. Let's see, I have a gray one, a pink one. I know there's a black one. I think there's a blue one that came in a special box, but I don't know if they sell that one separately. So here's their logo, Printpressions. But if you've never seen it, if you like whiter paper, you're gonna like this. It has a really nice monthly layout. And then this is the thing I love. You're going to be able to do like more of a list style because this is vertical rather than horizontal, which really appeals to me. So I'm excited to try it out. I'm really torn between jumping on the bandwagon with this for 2020 or if I want to stick with a traditional Hobonichi Weeks. So I'm probably going to start two simultaneously and then see which one I like better. Anyway, that's not the reason for this video. I wanted to be able to show you some covers and how they fit inside the covers. So I'm going to start out with the cheaper ones first. So what I have is, some of you may have heard of a store on Etsy called WHP Designs. And I believe that they are maybe located in China. But these are super cheap. Now this one, I really love you kind of see there's some rose embossing in the leather. And I don't know if it comes off on camera, but there's a little bit of an iridescence to it. And then it's got a double snap. It's got some card pockets here and a slip pocket on one side, slip pocket on the other, and a zipper. And then it came with this strap, which does not match. So I would have actually really liked a strap had they matched it. So that would be my one wish. I would have actually even paid money for a separate strap that matched. Because really this is not a lot of leather. You can't tell me they didn't have enough leather to make this strap. But I think if you don't want to use a strap, you could also attach a charm to this little loop. But these are pretty inexpensive, like under $30 maybe. And they don't take really that long to get, even though they're shipped out of China, I believe. But one thing you have to know is, you know, you get what you pay for. So I will show you, like for one thing, the snaps are silver. The little zipper pull is kind of like a brassy, antique brassy looking. And then the little loop here is gold colored. So, I mean, that's just crazy to me. I don't know why they couldn't make them all silver or whatever. But, you know, that's just part of, you know, getting something a little cheaper. So the thing that appealed to me about this one was the fact that it had these double snaps, which I thought was super cute. But I will warn you, if you have a Mega, you might want to be very careful. Let me just show you. So this is the one with the cover on cover, remember? I don't know if that one, no, I don't think that one fits in. Nope. So let's go to this one that has no cover on cover. And it barely fits in there, guys. I'm telling you, I could bend that cover easily. I did that last year with my current Mega, is I tried to cram it into something it didn't belong, you know, something that was too small or didn't have enough give. And I bent the cover up and I was pretty mad. So, you know, if I worked with a little bit more, I could probably get it farther down here. But when you first have your weeks, it's going to fit in here, you know, like when you first get it. But when you start getting it to be kind of fluffy, you're only going to get one snap. So if that look bothers you, buyer beware. So it does not fit in here as good as I would like. So, but let's try the regular weeks. I mean, they're the same height, so I can't imagine it's going to fit that much better. Yeah, I don't want to bend this cover, but you can slide it in here. But if you're the type of person that is going to constantly slide your planner in and out of your cover, this might not be a good option for you. Let's try the Print Pressions. I think this is actually even a little taller maybe than the weeks. Yikes. Yeah, that's not going to go in there. So this one is a no for anything other than, well, maybe the regular size Hobonichi weeks. And then, you know, if you have a Mega, you're not, just keep in mind, you're not going to get it snapped all the way. But they have loads of different covers in different leathers, different colors, and a lot of them are elastic. So let's take a look at another one. So here's another one I bought. I don't know how, this is kind of a dark color to show you guys, but it's kind of like a dark burgundy. It's kind of pretty. So this is also from WHP Designs. Let's start with my chunky with the cover on cover, and this one definitely fits better. This one fits actually pretty nice. And then, ooh, but look at, because I have so many stickers and stuff in here, it really is not gonna be, I mean, it'll shut. Put the elastic on and go about your business, but if you're the type that it's gonna bother you for this to stick out, ooh, there we go. That's a little better. But you know, I've still got a month and a half left in the year, so there's not a lot of wiggle room in this guy. And let's go with the Mega, brand new, no cover on cover, slides in there very easily, shuts very nice. So if you're not going to use a lot of stickers, if you're just kind of the pen and paper kind of person, this will totally work for you. And it actually looks really nice. Let's try a regular Hobonichi. Of course, we know at this time if the other one fits, this one's gonna fit. Yep, there you go. So, how about Print Pressions? I'm gonna try to go through these fairly quickly so this video doesn't end up like an hour long. But I want you to see which ones fit. Guess what, guys? Ooh, it goes in there. Yep, it does. But there you go. Print Pressions. So anyway, WHP Designs on Etsy, they have a wide variety, but I guess I would be wary of the snap closure ones. And, you know, if you're going to go with a Mega or a Print Pressions, I'd stick with the elastic closure. So let's move on. Who's next? So this one, let me bring it closer so you can see. This one is from Asian Vintage on Etsy. So it's got, it really has a nice, this leather is really nice, and it's kind of, I don't know, it looks like it's gonna wear well. Like after you use it a while, it's gonna look all broke in and really nice. It's got a little tiny pocket and some card pockets, this side pocket, and then one slip pocket here. And then your slip pocket on this side, and a zipper. And a little bit of, what is that? Little, kind of like a secretarial pocket, only it's tiny. There's no big back pocket. So, Asian Vintage on Etsy. Used to have these in pink. And I wish I would have bought one in pink when they still had them, but I wasn't smart enough. So this one works really good, actually, for my chunky weeks. You can see I probably put it too far into the pocket, so I have this extra. And I haven't used this yet, so it hasn't really broken in. Now let's see what it looks like. Here we go. So I think that looks pretty good. And you know, my Hobonichi is pretty chunky, so this should be good. And it feels nice, but this should be good for you. You know, if you're looking for a nice leather one. And I keep thinking this was $35, $40 range maybe. And it's got a pen loop, which is a stretchy elastic. So that's nice. I'm pretty much figuring that anything else I'm going to be able to fit in there. But I want to try the Print Pressions because I think that's a smidge taller. Before I say that, why don't I just put my money where my mouth is and see if that's true. Yes, you can see the Print Pressions is a hair taller. So I know that if my Chunky Weeks Mega fits in here, that the Mega without the cover on cover is going to fit, and the regular without the cover on cover is going to fit. So let's just try out the Print Pressions. Oh yeah, bingo. So if anybody has that pink one and they're thinking about selling it, let me know, because I really wish I would have bought the pink one. I even sent them a message and I said, are you ever going to have any of those pink ones again? And they never responded, which kind of bums me out. I mean, if they're not going to, that's fine, but at least answer my message. So, okay, so Asian Vintage on Etsy gets a thumbs up. You'll have lots of luck with this one, no matter which weeks you have. So moving on. This one I just got. I'm pretty excited about it because so some of you may have seen some videos on Moterm. I think that's how you, yeah, Moterm, M-O-T-E-R-M, ring planners. And I had heard they were coming out with a week's cover, but luckily somebody posted something the other day on Facebook, and here it is. So it's really set up to look a lot like a Giglio, with the exception of it does not have the back pocket. So, but I just got it and I haven't even tried putting my Hobonichi in it. So let's try this with the cover on cover. And I can already see the writing on the wall. This is not going to go in. So forget about that. Let's try it without the cover on cover. Ooh, yeah, there we go. So it actually looks really nice, guys. So it really is set up a lot like the Giglio. It's got this side pocket, card pockets. It's got a couple of slip pockets here. And then besides the pocket for your weeks, it's got this slip pocket, this itty bitty pocket, a nice snap closure, and a pen loop, which This does not have elastic on it, so, you know, if your pen doesn't fit in there, just put your pen clip on there instead. That's what I often end up doing because I like to use this friction pen. It's got like Kiki's delivery service on it. It's like a 3-color friction pen. So it doesn't fit in any pen loop, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So I just clip it like that, and I'm good to go. So it doesn't bother me a bit. So it does have the 2 bookmarkers too. So after I bring out the Gillio, maybe you can do a little comparison between the 2. But let's try the Print Pressions. Will it fit? Will it fit? Oh my gosh. It's going, but it's not, you know, there's no wiggle room at all here. This is it. So, which is fine, as long as you know, I think Print Pressions had some clear cover on covers that fit this. So if you have one of those, you're not going to be able to use it. So it looks really pretty with this color, this pink. So that looks really good. So this is like about 35 bucks as compared to a Gillio, which is, you know, if you know about Gillio planners, you know they're upwards of 200. So, and of course, you know, your regular old Hobonichi is going to fit in here like a dream. Nice. So, actually really like that. I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, if you don't want to spend the money on a Gillio, this is a nice copy. You can, if you look closely, you can see the, you know, the way it's cut along the edges here. Certainly isn't as polished looking as a Gillio, but I mean, it's like 1/10 of the price. So it looks really good. It's very soft. Yeah, it's nice. Okay. So I give that one a thumbs up. I might actually, they have an orange color. I might grab an orange one. So let's see, what should I show you next? I'm trying to keep them sort of in an order of price, but I've got a few now that are kind of along the same price range. So this is a cover by Imperfectly Perfect. She has a shop on Etsy. She opens usually on Sundays for, you know, like maybe a half hour or so. So you have to kind of be ready to grab what you want. And then it takes a good month to get your product. So be prepared for that. So this one with the cover on cover, my Mega, it's kind of a tight squeeze, I'll be honest with you. But it does fit in there. So, elastic closure is the way to go, I think, if you have a Mega. So yeah, there, it fits pretty good. So of course we know that the Mega without the cover on cover is gonna fit, and the regular is gonna fit. But let's check out Print Pressions. Print Pressions without a cover on cover. Sorry, I do not have a Print Pressions cover on cover to test these. So, but I'm finding that most of these do not have a lot of extra room because the Print Pressions Weeks is a little bit taller. I'm not getting a lot of extra room, so you may find that you can't use it with most of these. So, Imperfectly Perfect, and that was good for all of them. Okay, another one in about the same price range. This one is a Foxy Fix. This one is a Perfect Fit cover, and it's in the leather Rowena. This is my absolute favorite Foxy Fix leather. I do have a little bit of embossing on there. It's hard to see because the leather is very dark. So it's kind of a thicker leather. I don't think it's gonna work. So I think if I really, really wanted it to go in there with the cover on cover, it would go, but I'm not gonna force it. Let's see. This is the Mega without the cover on cover. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So there you go. Ta-da! So, and I should mention that this was ordered for the Mega. I always figure it's better to have a little extra space than not be able to fit it in there. So even if I decide to go with a regular for 2020, it won't bother me if it has extra space. And by the time, you know, it gets fluffed up by the end of the year, it's not going to be that much extra space anyway. So you do have some room here. But, I mean, if you're a tab girl, no problem. So, let's try print impressions. I'm a little worried about the print impressions because this one is just barely able to get in there. Oh my. Oof. Okay, I'm pretty sure if I keep, you know, I could keep pushing this in here and get it in. But again, if you want to slide your planner in and out of your cover a lot, you might not like that. But I do think that since I haven't used this cover, eventually over time, I think this is going to loosen a little bit. So it would be probably easier to get in and out. This one has a nice little pocket here. I did get the crisscross pockets. I think you can get like petal pockets and a couple other types, like secretarial, or this is a little card pocket here. So I have this in another leather. I think maybe I'd like to try to compare that. Hold on a second. Well, I'm not sure what I did with it. So unfortunately, the only one I could find in Spice was one that I think this is not a Mega version. This is like the just a regular Weeks version. This is Spice Royal Violet. But let's just try it and see. Yeah, I just had my other one for the Mega that I used for Halloween. It had a bat on it. It was super cute, and I don't know what I did with it. So this one's the regular version, and the print impressions did slide in there just fine. So but I'm guessing my pile's getting so big now I'm starting to lose stuff. Okay. This one is probably going to look ridiculous, but let's try it. Will it go with the cover on cover? Surprisingly, yes. Interesting. So this is the regular version, not the Mega. So it's actually not bad. So it fits like a glove, actually. So I guess, I mean, this might bother some people. It's just right up to the edge here. But I'm guessing if you start out the year, you know, it's not going to look like that until the end of the year. If you start out the year in a Mega that's not completely ridiculously stuffed, you know, it's going to look really nice. So there you go. Foxy Fix. So that works. All right, moving on. I found this one. This is by Paper Flower Studios. She has an Etsy shop and a website, and I'm absolutely in love with this. And I used it for a long time. Oh my, I stuck this on the leather with some sticky tape, but I can't remember who sells this. It's so cute. Anyway, let's check it out. She hand makes these. She like cuts everything and sews them by hand, and oh, forget it. If you have a cover and cover, it's a no-go. But you know, she makes these by hand. So if you were gonna order one from her and asked her if she could make it a little bigger for the cover and cover, I'm sure she would do it. Like if you told her, you know, you wanted it to be, you know, X amount of centimeters or millimeters taller, she could totally do it, I'm sure. So this is the Mega with no cover on cover. So yeah. Pretty, isn't it? I love this sparkly, crackly looking red leather. It's so pretty. I love it. And like she put the, what are these called? Bookmarks. Sorry about that. Bookmarks in here. You can ask not to have them. You know, she is very nice about working with you. So I'm a little concerned that the print impressions won't fit in here because it's such a tight fit for just the Hobonichi. Ugh. So this, again, it would be where if you really want one, you are going to have to contact her and say, you know, can you make this a little taller? Because it's just not going to go in this pocket. Now, I'm guessing you could probably, I mean, I guess you could slip it into that pocket. I never thought about that, but it's really close to the top. That would kind of get on my nerves. So, but it's doable in a pinch. So, but remember that if you like see one on Buy Sell Trade or something and you have the print impressions weeks, it might not be your best option. So, Paper Flower Studio in Australia. Yeah, very pretty. So who's next? So let's go with my Speckled Fawns. This is in Olive Tumbleweed. And I just love it because it's, you know, a lot, or I should say most of Speckled Fawns are made to look very rustic. So if you don't like that beat up rusticy look, that's probably not the brand for you. It has this nice pocket. I just stuck this paper in here because I thought it looked kind of nice in there. So let's try this big guy in here. And it does go. So there you go. Great. So it's very close fitting, but with the cover on cover, but it can be done. Let's try out Print Impressions because we know the regular weeks is going to fit now. Ooh, yeah. There you go. If you have Print Impression, I put that in the pocket a little too far, and so then I end up with that little gap. So I just got to back it out a little bit so that it goes all the way to the back now. That looks really good. You got plenty of room for tabs. So, you know, this is cut a little wide apparently. So if you're a tab girl, your tabs are going to be protected. That might actually be a little wider than some people might like. So, but it's a good option if you have the Print Impression weeks that'll fit. Looks like everything that I have fits in there. Speckled Fawns. So they have a web shop. I think she probably still has an Etsy shop, but I usually go to the website. Next. All right, let's talk about Chic Sparrow. One of my favorites when I was a TN girl, I was all about the Chic Sparrows. So I do really kind of have a special place in my heart, and I still have some of my Chic Sparrow TNs because I can't part with them. There's a few special ones that I just can't let go. But I will tell you that I had one last year in a leather called Patina, which was very stiff, and it was hand tooled. It had a fox on it, and it was so, so pretty. But that's how I bent my cover. So, yeah, this one with the cover on cover, I would not recommend. Let's see, this one without the cover on cover, this Mega. See, it went in there so nice. And I don't know what the deal was with the one I had last year, if it was just cut a little bit, you know, the pocket may have been just cut a little bit smaller or something, but this one fits fantastic. This color is called Lady Catherine, by the way. It's just really pretty. So we know that the Mega fits without a cover on cover. let's see, Print Pressions. It goes in there, ladies and gentlemen, but I sure wouldn't want to have to take it in and out until it loosens up. It does go in there though. Look at it, looks really good. You know, it fits really nice. Not too much space any direction. So nice. Chic Sparrow. All right, now we're getting down to the wire here, folks. We're getting to the spendy ones. So this one is my Gillio in undyed. I have it in a couple of colors, actually. And so I know for a fact that this fits because I intentionally trimmed down my cover on cover just so it would go in here. So it does fit. It does snap nice. I have plenty of room for tabs. You can see my tabs are not getting bumped. So Gillio is one of my favorites. Unfortunately, they're also one of the most expensive ones I own. But watch the buy, sell, trade sites if you don't want to spend that much money. So it does have the big back pocket and lots of card pockets. This pocket, this pocket, this pocket, this pocket. Ooh, what's in here? Stickers. And a zipper pocket. So funny story, I sell a lot of planners on Facebook. And, well, this isn't so funny. I actually sold a planner, and I think I left a bunch of stencils and some $2 bills in one of my planners and sold it. But I don't know which one it was, so whoever bought that got a bonus gift. I was bummed out. But anyway, let's try the Print Pressions in the Gillio. It's called a Gillio Slim Appunto. Oh, yeah. Excellent. So if you have a Print Pressions planner, it's totally going to fit. So very good, Gillio. So I got another one. This one is one of my recent purchases. And I did put some leather conditioner on it. I don't know if I would do that again. I mean, I think it's going to be okay once I use it for a while and the oils from my hands kind of get all over it, but it was dry though, so it probably needed it. I have a yellow one too in croc leather. Not real croc leather, it's printed. So, okay, moving on. So we know Gillio is going to work for everything. And I'll bring you to the final one that I have. And this one, I can tell you, I'm totally smitten with this one. So this is from Vanderspek. And I actually have been using this instead of my Gillio. It kind of stole my heart for a little while. And it does not work with the cover on cover though. I take the cover on cover off. So the color is called Stardust. So I thought it was fitting that I have an Ollie clip that has stars on it. It's just so beautiful. And this Stardust leather, and also there's one called Sakura, but it's a pink and they're just velvety. So I would really like to have the pink one next. I'd also like to have this in A6 because I do go back to my A6 once in a while. Anyway, I'll shut up and show you. The Mega does fit in here. So I'm really enamored with this one right now. I just want to squish it. So the Mega fits in there. Let's see if Print Pressions fits in there. Ooh, okay, guess what? Print Pressions would not work. So I will say this is a custom. So had I really been set on using Print Pressions weeks with this cover, I could have asked to have this made taller. I think her name is Petra. She will help you with any customization you want. I don't typically get a lot of customizations. I add the back pocket, I add a pen loop, and that's pretty much it. But, you know, some people go all out and they totally reconfigure their pockets, and you can reconfigure the size if you want it wider, if you want it taller. So if you want this for Printpressions, you can order it. So it's going to take about a month to get it once you order it. So, which is much less than when I ordered my rings from Vanderspec. They took about close to 2 months. So no go on Printpressions unless you have it customized to meet the extra length, unfortunately. So that is about it. So I hope that you found something you liked or something that was new to you in this video today. So if you have any questions, just put them down at the bottom. I'll try to keep an eye on them, and hope you had a good time watching this video. I'm back already. I completely forgot about my Aura Estelle Sicily, and I thought that was kind of an important one to get in. So I'm going to see if I can try to stitch this to the end of my video. I've never tried that before, but it may or may not work. So, but I thought I'd give it a try. If you don't know about this one, this is from Aura Estelle, and it's actually a week's cover that can be used as like a wallet and like a little purse, because it has these loops and you could attach the strap. So it's got lots of nice pockets. That's one thing that I think Aura Estelle does really well, is giving you plenty of options for pockets. But I wanted to make sure that we checked out to see what fits in here and what doesn't, since that is kind of the main focus of the video. So here is my, oops, I'm going to put this back on. This is my cover on cover. So let's see here. Cover on cover. Ooh, with my Mega Weeks. It's a tight fit, ladies and gentlemen, but I think we can do it. Yep, I wouldn't want to pull the sucker out a lot, but yeah, there you go. So it does fit. It looks pretty good. So I think that if you had a lot of stuff in the pockets, like credit cards, and if you had change in here, this would be maybe a little harder to close. And I'm trying to remember. Yes, it does. Okay, so the nice thing about Aura Estelle is she has this adjustable strap. So now this strap is put on the notch that would make it the shortest. So even though it does fit, okay, just barely, if I had a lot of other stuff in here, I would want to move this. Let me just take this out. And just get it out of the way. I would want to move this to a different notch. I think my planners, my regular A6 planners, have 3 spots, but so that makes the strap a little bit longer. So if we put this back in here, oh, come on now, don't be that way. Okay, there we go. All right, so yeah, that gives us a lot more room to plump it up with some other stuff. So you can see now I have lots of room on that strap. So, you know, your credit cards or your decorative items are not going to interfere with that at all, closing it. So I want to check out the Printpressions, though. That was the real reason for trying to come back and do this with the Aura Estelle. Oh, and look at that. It fits right in there. Nice. Very good. So, yeah. So no problem. Of course, you know, this is so skinny compared to my Mega that you'd want to switch that strap again so it's shorter. But, you know, it has a nice pen loop here, which has some elastic. And this is actually, in case you're wondering what this is, it used to be that you were to attach your, like your crossbody or your shoulder strap to these D-rings, but they found that there was too much stress put on the D-rings and they were pulling out. So they started sending along this little doohickey here that distributes the weight a little more evenly. And so you attach the strap to these small D-rings so that it doesn't put so much pressure on these. Yeah, so it's got a nice zipper pocket. And then one thing, it has this big back pocket here. And my phone fits in here, which I have the big iPhone. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out there so that if anyone was wanting to know about the Sicily, then your questions hopefully have been answered. I really like it. It's pretty, very light gray. So hopefully I'll be able to get this stitched onto the video. And so I'm going to say goodbye for real this time. Bye-bye.